In your consumer news, the latest report from the Department of Labor shows first-time claims for unemployment benefits rose more than expected last week. Experts say it's due to a pullback on hiring as companies try to avoid layoffs. We know that job loss can feel isolating, but don't worry, there are ways to move forward. And for that, joining us, our money and business expert, Derrick Kinney. Derrick, thanks for joining us this morning. And I want to start with, well, starting the job search. A lot of people do that by sending their resume off, but you're telling us that's actually the wrong approach. Why is that?
Chris, great to see you. First of all, think about the resume as the goal is you want to get noticed. The goal is not to get the interview. There's about 300 applicants or more that apply for every job. So your job is, how can your resume stand out? And here's what most people make. The biggest mistake is they put at the top of the resume, customer service or marketing person seeking new opportunity to grow, et cetera, and nobody cares. All they care about as an employer is, can you help me make money, save money, and grow my business? So I want you to change the top of your resume to say, for example, if you're in customer service expert who specializes in helping your company make more money, save more money, and grow productivity. You do that and make it stand out, you're going to get pulled in for that interview. That's step number one.
Yeah, we anguish so much over every little detail on the resumes. I'm sure you've seen plenty of them. Any other tips as far as mistakes to avoid on that resume or other things that you should do?
Again, the goal of that resume is it's the first impression this employer will ever have of you. And every employer doesn't want to take risk in hiring you. So you want to give them the reason to hire you with no risk. And the way to do that is put numbers and results on the resume. They're not hiring people, they're hiring your performance. So in your current job, ask yourself, how have I currently helped the company save money, make money, increase productivity? Write down percentages and numbers. Nobody cares about the job description of what you currently do. They want to see results. When they see that, it pops off the page and you stand out and get that interview.
So there's the resume and then there is the cover letter. And we know those hiring managers probably just take a quick skim through them. So what's your advice to make them actually stop and see something that catches their eye?
Well, this is shocking, Chris. I've hired a fair amount of people recently, and most resumes don't include a cover letter, and which is another huge mistake. So the cover letter, you want to custom tailor it to the company. People can sniff out that ChatGPT boilerplate cover letter. You want to put down, I specialize in helping solve this problem, would love to work for your company, call me, and even put something, what I like to call subtle humor in there to make the person laugh and grab their attention. Again, the goal is for them to see you as, this is a real person that's had real results. I want to bring them in to talk because I think they might be a good fit for my business.
Finally, the job interview, that's what we're hoping to get. So what's your move to make people stand out in the interview?
Well, you want to come prepped, but not the typical prep that most people tell you. I want to give you some counterintuitive advice right now. Don't just answer the questions. Why do you want the job? Why are you leaving your current job? What's your favorite color? Et cetera, et cetera. The bottom line is you want to think of a couple stories that you can answer with. So for example, Chris, if you were hiring me for an interview and you asking me questions, I might say, well, Chris, one of the problems that I helped solve in my current company was we were having turnover in staff, and I came up with a system to help reduce that and help save the company money. And it really helped make the company quite a bit of productivity increases and money as well. See, when you say things like that, you stand out, you give results, and you make you probably one of the top 2 or 3 people they want to bring back now for the second interview. That's the goal.
All right. If I'm interviewing you, you're hired. Derrick, thank you very much for joining us.
Great Saturday. Thank you, Chris. My pleasure.